Superman 78, issue number 3. For those of you still out of the loop, 3 issues into this book. This is the follow-up to the Superman movie starring Christopher Reeve. It's a comic book. There's an in-between spot between this and the sequel movie, so I guess we're going to fill out that gap with a comic, you know? Because that's where we are in our times. And you know what? I'm talking shit about it a little bit there. I think this is a good book. I really do. I think it's really fun. It's really interesting. And, you know, last issue, we saw Superman kind of surrender himself to Brainiac to save the people of Metropolis and of all over the world, too. So we see as he's literally kneeling down to be taken custody, I guess, by Brainiac, everybody in Metropolis is really to stand up and fight against him. And a guy that looks suspiciously like Richard Pryor coming in here, too, which that's definitely an homage somewhere. But Brainiac's like, no, none of you are going to stop me. This is literally Superman, a Kryptonian. I'm taking him. And I think that's great. And we see Superman is like, guys, it's okay. I appreciate you all defending me. I'm going to go with the strange robot guy, take him off. He says his goodbyes to Lois in a beautiful scene where he feels her heart pumping. Very cute stuff. They say their goodbye. Superman is ready to go. He gets handcuffed by Brainiac. He's taken off, but before he goes, Lex Luthor, being the schmarmy guy he is, he's like, you know what, before you go, I just want to say congratulations on your victory there, Brainiac. I'm just saying I was Superman's arch nemesis. I'm the smartest guy on the planet, so kudos to you, bro. Smacks Superman's back, and you're like, he definitely did something to Superman. What is it going to be? Who's to say? So Brainiac just takes Superman in his ship, and everybody's watching, and we just see Lex like, hey, everything's going according to plan. Everything's coming up Lex Luthor. So they aboard Brainiac's ship. The robots take him in. They're like, okay, look at this, Superman. This is pretty cool. Look at all these little planets I have. Look, there's Hawk World with like Thangar. Look at them all. Little Hawk people. That's great. Superman's like, what's going on right now? And he gets zapped by a bunch of like strange energy that shrinks him. So we see Superman shrinks. He tosses him into a thing. And you're just like, what? What's going on now? And we see that Superman turns around in this weird ice fortress and he sees his parents. That's right. Lara and Jor-El are alive in little Kandor bottle. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that. It's because like, how do you really gauge that? I don't know. It seemed like weird, but I guess in this continuity, it could make sense. So I'm on board for that. It's kind of interesting. So Superman meets his mommy and daddy. We cut back to the Daily Planet. We see Lois is typing up the headlines for Goodbye Superman. She's just stressed and angry about everything in this situation. I think that's kind of cool. Then we cut back to the bottle city of Kandor. We see that Clark has donned this a white robe with the black emblem. He's walking around talking to his mom, and he's talking about like the Kents who raised him, and he's really excited about that. And she's like, "That's great. I'm so glad that my son found a family that raised them to be great people. That's awesome." They start walking around Kandor, and this is where like Yara reveals like, "Hey, what actually happened to them?" So literally right after they sent Clark into, you know, space to find whatever waits for him, their planet, their area was just shrunk and put into a bottle of Kandor. So they were saved literally from destruction. Now they live here. And then they're traveling like the zoo. They see all the creatures from Krypton and all this different stuff out there. And Clark's like, okay, this is a lot to deal with. They pass like this weird thought beast that like lets you see people's minds, and this is where Lara's like, who's this girl you keep thinking about, Clark? And it's like, oh, it's just Lois. She's the woman I love. And Lara's like, I wish I could have been there. That would have been nice to see you fall in love and have those things going for you. They enter into this weird place, and there's just Daddy Jor-El just being like, I think science can get us out of this. I don't know what we're going to do, son, but we're going to figure out a way how to get through this situation. Basically, he's just asking his son, like, will you accept Kandor as your home? Can you stay and help me figure out our situation here, son? Clark's like, well, I guess I will, because there's no really other planet for me right now, is there? Which is kind of cute. I guess it's kind of fun. Like, this was the part of the story I'm like, oh, that's a interesting choice. I don't know if it's one I would have made, but I think it's kind of cool that we're actually going to do, like, the Kandor and the Bottle City, and Lara and Jor-El are alive. I was like, it would be funny if like they tried to do this scene in like live action, like in the time period, and they're like, Marlon Brando, We need you to be in a bottle. And he's like, what do you mean I'm in a bottle? What? And it's like, you don't bottle me, man. I'm unbottleable. I think that could be really funny. So then we cut back to the Daily Planet. Lois is getting ready to leave, but somebody gives her a note. It's like, hey, I know where Superman is. Come alone, Lois Lane. So she walks through like this warehouse district. That's it. She sits on this bench waiting. Then she kind of gets, like chloroformed, dragged away. She wakes up in this weird, interesting location. And who is there to yell at her? It's like, hello, Lois. It's me, Lex Luthor. Save your theatrics, baby, because I know exactly what we're going to do, and I know exactly how to bring back Superman. Because Lex Luthor is nothing but an egotistical showboat. So if he's going to save Superman, of course he is. Like it just perfectly makes sense for his character to be like, I'm going to save Superman. This is how I win. This is how I win. I'm Uncut Gemming this baby. Let's win this thing. And it's kind of fun. This issue is really like faster paced compared to the other ones, and those other ones are really well paced too. But this one, I think it's a good issue, I just like being back in this world, and I think it's doing a cool job of like exploring like the Brainiac and Kandor stuff. That was cool to see. Just a reference to the Hawk world, Thangar. I think that's kind of exciting. So this is a pretty interesting book. I am digging it. I'm enjoying it. I think this is a great follow-up to that movie, and it's just nice to be in this world again and seeing these characters. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder, those are my favorite versions of Lois and Clark. So having them in this book again, it's very fun. I enjoy what this book does. It's just a simple read with an arrogant Lex Luthor doing what arrogant Lex Luthors do best, being a dick. So Superman 78, issue number 3. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.